Stanislav, I heard you saying that EB2 NIW does not require an employer, but if there is an employer, could that be the proposed endeavor in the national interest of the United States government? Guys, today I'm going to cover this very important topic, which is usually missed by many attorneys. You will learn that there's an alternative option of the proposed endeavor, and also you will learn how to get a free evaluation in your case. Let's go! Hello my dear friends, my name is Stanislav Shamayev. I'm a licensed business immigration and corporate attorney in Miami, Florida. And today I want to discuss the very important topic of proposed endeavor through the employer for EB2 NIW. Let's take a step back and remember what EB2 NIW is. That's the green card for those of you who can satisfy three criteria in this visa. Number one, the education. Bachelor's and 5 years of experience in a specialty, master's degree with 0 experience needed, and also there is an exceptional ability exception if you do not have the education. Number two is you need to propose something very important, something that you're going to be doing in the US that's important to the US government, and there must be an idea of what you're going to do. And the third one, you must prove that you're well positioned to implement that proposed endeavor, proposed project, the way I like to call it. 90% of the cases are through our own projects. We want to establish the consulting company, or we offer the platform, the educational platform, or we're bringing the innovation, some technology to the US, or we're going to continue to do the legal research, or we want to work on this fertilizer. There's a lot of examples. But many forget that your proposed project could be through the employer. And why we forget about this? Well, because we know that EB2 NIW and EB1A are the only two visas that may give you the green card without the need of the employer. So that's why a lot of people go with these two visas, because it's hard to find one. But there is 10% of my clients, probably even more, that already have an employer in the US, and we use EB2 NIW proposed project through the nature of the business of that employer. Let me give you two examples. Example number one, the IT specialist is going to work in the company called Investor Lift. The Investor Lift company is the middleman between the sellers of illiquid property and the investors who are looking for such objects. Okay? Illiquid meaning it's hard to sell. Okay? Maybe it's like a commercial building in some weird place, or it needs a lot of repairs, or there's something not paid, so there's like difficulties in the process. But some investors are looking for those objects because they can buy them cheaper. And people who are selling them are looking for someone who has cash and sell that fast. Okay? So there's a problem, and there's importance to solution to this problem, because the US government wants the illiquid properties to go and being sold faster, so the economy is going on. My client is not the one who organized this business, he's not the one who's selling the properties, he's not the one looking for those properties. He is an IT specialist who is supporting this platform. So he's basically writing code, making sure everything works. So his actual work is not in the national interest, but the work of the project he's working for is. That's how he got his EB2 NIW approved. The second example is the client, a businessman, who developed the innovation, the technology of the new foundation for the building. Okay? Ecological materials, long-lasting, cheaper. Okay, so he developed it back in his country, but there is a construction company in the US that wants to hire him, so he introduces that technology in the company, so they start building the houses on this technology, on this new foundation. So his actual work in itself, in isolation, because he cannot build, he cannot hire the people in the US, he doesn't have money for this, he doesn't have the infrastructure for this. That wouldn't be in the national interest, but the work of the company that hires him introducing this technology into this company and through that company in the US is the national interest. Okay? So, when you are already working in the US company, see if the nature of the business is already in the national interest of the US. That way, if they sign your petition, or at the very least, they give you the job offer for your petition, you will have the higher chances of approval. The 10 years of my practice, I never had a single denial of the case that I picked up, and I don't take every case that comes my way. With the US employer for EB2 NIW, none of them was denied. All of them were approved, because not only it's a bigger thing we participate in, but also for the officer it's important that there is someone who wants you in the US. Don't miss this opportunity to still find an employer instead of your proposed endeavor, or use your current employer whom you're working for to use that company organization for the same purpose. If you want to know if the nature of the business where you work in, the company, is good for EB2 NIW, get a free evaluation. The free evaluation form is below this video. Click on the link, fill out the form with all the information, and within 2 days I will get back to you and tell you if your project is good enough, if the company is good enough to proceed with EB2 NIW. And if I see the potential, I will invite you to the complex immigration planning to make sure that you will be approved within the next 6 months with the chances higher than 90%. Smash the like button if you liked this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and please comment and ask questions. I will be happy to get back to you once I can. Also, follow me on Instagram, Telegram, TikTok, and other platforms, all the links below this video. I am Stanislav Shamayev, a lawyer of the future. Your future begins here. Good luck.